Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to fold the hat and boat like we did in the Creative Creations and Game Stories today. So, let's start with a sheet of paper. Now, this can be any sort of sheet of paper, just so long as it's a sheet of paper that you can tear at the end, because part of the story involves tearing some paper. So, we're going to start with a sheet of paper. First things first, we're going to fold the sheet of paper in half along the short way. Like so that we have a half sheet of paper available to us. Next thing we're going to do is fold the sheet of paper in half again, so that we have a quarter sheet like so. So one long fold, one short fold. But when we're at this quarter sheet of paper, we're going to pop it back open again so that we have a half sheet of paper with a crease down the middle of it. Now, there are two corners up here on the folded edges on the left and the right. We're going to take those corners and fold them down. Until they meet the middle line, that crease that we created just beforehand. So one on the left, and one on the right, just like so. So you're going to have a bit of a gap down here at the bottom underneath where the triangles land. This is fine. Now take the paper. There are two bits here. So we want to open it up and then take this front side here and fold it up. So that we have a nice little bottom underneath that came from the underside that matches where the triangles ended. Secondly, we're going to do the same thing with the underside unit here. We're going to fold it back. So that it too has triangles on both sides, as you can see. Hey, now we have created the hat. This is at the hat stage. If you just want a hat, you can put it on your head that way or that way, and you are done. But if you want to keep going, because after the hat we need to make a square. So what we're going to do is take at the underside of the device here, where you can see the underside part, put fingers in, and we're going to pull gently until the bottom ends touch like that. You may need to make your elements fold in on each other like that. And we're going to fold it down and crease it so that we have a square. Now, with the square, the same way that we did before, you see that there are two ends. We're going to take the front end and fold it so that the bottom edge, the bottom point here, goes up and meets the top edge up top. And you can see the 2 points up here. We're going to do the same thing for the other half. We're going to take the bottom back of that, and we're going to fold it back. You can see it here. So that the back bottom reaches the back top. So we've created a really thick triangle at this point. And don't worry if your edges aren't completely correct or even or straight. Mine don't tend to be, and it works just fine. So for this part, we're going to need to put our thumbs in again, and the underside here. Thumbs go in here. Here on top, you'll see that there are 3 points, one in the middle, one on the left, one on the right. We need to grab the points that are on the left and right, like so, and then use our thumbs and pull out, and our hands and pull out until we stretch this out, and we'll have to fold some of the parts down as well. Stretch it out all the way to the end. Get your folding in. And now you have a boat. If you wanted a boat, you can stop at this point too, and now you've got yourself a nice boat. But before finishing the story, remember that first they hit some rocks, and that tears off the front of the boat. So tear off the front of your boat. And we hit some other rocks, and we tear off the back of the boat. So now your boat has neither head nor tail. And some lightning hits the top of the boat, and we lose the mast. So we tear the top of the boat off too. So now we have a very torn up boat. But if you remember the story at the very end, and the child washes up on the shore, so fold out and down. And then pull out those corner folds that you had before and fold down the last bit. And you have the shirt on the boy's back, or on the child's back, rather. This is a story for adventurous children, not just boys, as it was told to me as being a thing that had boys in it, but children of all genders can be adventurous. And now you have a shirt. If you want, you can decorate the shirt, either the front or the back and the front, with whatever you would like to put on it. But you can fold it out all the way, and you have a piece of art that you can decorate. Or, if you're not particularly satisfied with how all of this ended, you can do one more thing with it. You can always tear it apart and try again. I hope you had fun folding this story with me, and that you can tell the story with others now too.